BBC Breakfast star Rachel Burden made a heartfelt plea to members of the public after fans were shown a Live Aid anniversary clip. Rachel Burden was forced to make a BBC Breakfast plea, requesting for viewers to get in touch after a Live Aid clip was shown from more than 40 years ago. In the overwhelming snippet, fans were shown a montage from the momentous day which took place on July 13, 1985, at Wembley Stadium. Fans lucky enough to bag themselves a ticket to Bob Geldof's charitable event would have paid £25 per ticket, with £20 of the proceeds going to charity. To mark the 40th anniversary since the likes of Bob Geldof, Status Quo, Bono, Tony Hadley and many more stars from the 80s took to the stage for the first time ever together, BBC chatted to those who had actually been there. Opening the segment to mark 4 decades, Rachel said, "Now I wonder if you remember what happened on this day in 1985 when the world's biggest stars came together for what would become one of the biggest gigs in pop music history, Live Aid." The aim of the transatlantic event was to raise funds for those affected by the Ethiopian famine that claimed the lives of more than 1 million people. 40 years later, our reporter Piers Hobb Cable has been hearing from some of those people involved. One concert goer described the event as the best day of my life while another said it was spine-tingling from start to finish. Sue Goddard said, "It was absolutely incredible and I have to say I had shivers up my spine. It was incredible." Singer Tony Hadley also recalled a spine-tingling moment watching Status Quo take to the stage before him with their hit Rocking All Over the World, thinking at the time, "Wow, this is really happening." Elaine Hills also recalled a hilarious and life-changing moment when Bono hopped into the crowd and selected her from the thousands of people to join him on stage. Not wanting to miss an opportunity, Elaine of course jumped at the chance but took a huge risk of her being spotted by her mum, who promised she wouldn't go to the concert. Word did get back to Elaine's mum, that not only had she been at the concert but got on stage with U2's lead singer Bono and she wasn't too pleased. However, Elaine said she did come around eventually and they shared a smile. Elaine commented, "She told me she was proud of me." Following their testimonials of the live gig, BBC Breakfast returned to the studio with host Rachel, who was keen to hear from others at the event. Rachel said, "Wow, and you can watch the 3-part documentary Live Aid at 40 when rock and roll took on the world." The host added, "It's brilliant actually, I've seen the first part, it's on iPlayer right now. There's also a Radio 2 special called Live Aid The Fan Story which is available on BBC Sounds." Making a public plea, she further urged, "And we'd love to hear from you, your memories of that day." At this point, a telephone number and email address was flagged up on the screen for people to get in touch. Rachel continued, "Maybe you were there. Do you remember watching it at home? Do get in touch in all the usual ways on screen right now, we'd love to hear from you."